I feel like if you ever walked into a politician's office, you'd be like stepping like an infant's head into the rug. There's nobody left. It's just like now they're kicking the last of the skin into the carpet, and he's like, watch this, watch. If I keep stepping on it, I'll get it into the fibers, and you won't even get a step on it. And they're like, Gilbert, you have to come out and give a speech about the basketball court for the black kids. He's like, be right out.
I remember, man, we had a discussion once about guys that work in Boston in like banks. It's like it's like that type of guy, the one in Boston specifically, that's the most like cookie cutter. Like it's like they have a shape to them, and you can see the shape when they're walking around.
5'9", 5'10".
Vineyard vines, like casual.
Yeah, dark hair, fucking just rosy cheeks.
I love when guys have rosy cheeks, and you can. It's like it's usually a symptom that they're taking Accutane for their acne.
Oh, really?
You know what Accutane is?
No.
Accutane is a medicine that is very effective at clearing up acne, and it makes you suicidal.
Oh.
Did you never heard of that?
I love it though.
It's so funny, man. Like that's your trade-off that you make. Is like, do I want to have pizza face, or do I want to kill myself? I have suicidal ideation.
Learn how to tie a noose.
And it makes your cheeks like really flush all the time. So if you ever see a guy that's like unreasonably rosy cheeked, it's because they're on Accutane.
So Accutane's main side effect is suicide. Are there any other pills that you know that have really like? I remember buddies used to take Ambien in like the early 2000s, and they used to like call people in the middle of the night. Like I love Ambien, and the fact that that's a reality. To me is so alarming that people just take like you gotta watch out because you can call your coworkers up and then be like, you want to make child porn with me? Fucking just like totally, it's like life changing. Hi, is this my boss? Hi, do you want to make child porn with me? Well, I found a single mother that will give us her child for $7,000. We can do sexual. Thank God I got my sleep tonight. What the fuck? Oh man, I'm so sick of having these zits. But life.
That Jersey barrier looks pretty inviting right now that I'm going 100. that divider looks good.
Now I wonder how cool it would look if my truck was just going in the ocean.
All these pharmaceuticals have dire side effects.
I like that.
And it is kind of funny because it does remind me of the sci-fi thing we're writing, Joyride, because it's like everything should have a side effect.
Yeah.
Like it's like I guess it's kind of like Pokemon cards. Pharmaceuticals are like Pokemon cards. Like you have the advantages, you have disadvantages.
Yes.
But they're funny though.
You want to have clear skin?
Not to the people experiencing them, but to me.
Yeah, just to you.
Yeah.
You and the other hilarious guys at work. You and the other band of fucking chuckle masters over at. But if you think about it, you don't want to, you're a pizza face, but you don't want to get healthy. Mm-hmm. You don't want to start eating papaya and organs, which I want to get into. Mm-hmm. You got to take a pill and get there the easy way, but
the easy way costs you.
It's going to hurt. Well, what? I'll get you there. I'll get the zits right off your face and your back. Mm-hmm. Gone. What?
No problem.
And they're like, what? What was that? There's going to be a side effect. I told you about it. Yeah, but what is it? Yeah, that's. It should be.
Yeah. Do you know about the AIDS blood thing? The medicine? The AIDS blood medicine? Where they gave people AIDS blood transfusions?
No.
And I think the lawsuits were settled for like $400,000 or something.
All of them?
Or maybe it was $400 million. There was some medication, and some component of this medication was human blood. And they had like batches of it that were tainted with AIDS. Mm-hmm. And they, this was in the 80s or whatever, they did find out. It wasn't like when nobody knew what AIDS is. It was after like people were dying of AIDS. and they continued to sell this medicine after they knew that it had AIDS and was killing people. You didn't know about this?
How easy of a trial, attorney? All right, you were like, all right, you found a batch had contaminated. It's almost like you got to believe that it's just got to be from the get-go. They're just like, use the AIDS blood in it.
Mm-hmm.
They paid $300 million, and it says financial investment in the product was considered too high to destroy the inventory.
Yeah. They had spent too much money on the product to destroy the inventory. It was all settled for $300 million.
A couple of guys get a couple of gay cancers, and I'm still cruising, right?
How many people were affected by it, does it say?
I think it said 20,000.
20,000?
20,000 people took the medication, I'm sure.
Yeah, about 20,000 patients contracted HIV.
No! 20,000 people got HIV?
The cost of building what does $300 million get you? How big of a building would that be?
300 million.
How much is a stadium? Is a stadium $1 billion?
A stadium is about $1 billion. A college stadium or a good high school stadium, like a Texas high school stadium, 300 million. You can get a high school.
So a college stadium, $300 million?
Yeah.
So for the cost of, if you have the chump change, the cost of a college football stadium, you can afford to give 20,000 people HIV. People say you can't put a dollar value on human life.
Sure I can.
You can absolutely, like the whole fucking economy and the legal system are based around putting a dollar value on human life. It's about the dollar value of human life on average across the world is probably like $130. Joey, can you do 300 million divided by 20,000? I want to see what they were charging for human life in the late 80s. And that was bare, right?
But it was like the crap. Remember we did that bit where it was like just billionaires would like eat people and crack their spines, and
Mark Cuban eating an infant.
Mark Cuban like eating an infant while like alive, like the infant's like squiggling, he's just like like just like eating it and like breaking old ladies' arms for fun, like just. All right, Mrs. Wimsley, you will own the property to the left of the stadium that I'm going to build the Dallas Mavs Stadium. No problem. Put a handshake there. Handshake crushes her entire hand, snaps her wrist, snaps the forearm, hyperextends the elbow, breaks the fucking top of the arm, like busts the shoulder, like takes the collarbone, snaps the collarbone, folds her in half, like just constantly, just like nonstop, like cracking old ladies, like and just letting her live. And like, look at her live, piss on her. I'm gonna drown her with piss. Watch this. And he just like pulls his dick out, puts his dick in her mouth, pisses in her mouth until she drowns in his own piss. And then step on her while I piss. I want to see the piss come out of her mouth. Ah! And it was like of course they work like that. Like, he probably learned it at Yale. Like, he probably learned that like and he was like, hey Cuban, heard you bought the Mavs. Nice little pickup that they gave you there. Now you're gonna learn how to kill. You're gonna learn how to eat the eyeballs yet?